Hello everybody, welcome to the very first Rat Pack podcast. We're here today. If you don't know what we look like, this is what we look like.
This is what we look like.
This is what we look like.
Pretty amazing.
So yeah, this is our first ever podcast we've ever done for YouTube or for iTunes or anything. I don't even know if this will be on iTunes, because who likes just listening when you could watch us? But anyways,
Beautiful faces.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast for the Rat Pack. We plan on doing probably weekly podcasts, but we want to get your feedback. So
If you like it, if you don't like it.
Yeah, if you don't like it, tell us. If you do like it, tell us, and hopefully we'll be able to do more or not. So anyways, yes. So this is the Rat Pack podcast with John and Ryan, hopefully weekly. And I guess we should just hop right into it. Anything you'd like to say before we begin?
No, I mean... No.
Okay, well, let's go. So the first thing we want to do today is we want to have a segment that we just talk about something. So topic of the day. Today's topic of the day just happens to be Minecraft server EULA changes. So for those of you who are not informed on this subject, basically the creators of Minecraft, Mojang, have made a couple statements saying that in the terms and conditions of Minecraft, there have always been rules that are disallowing of server owners to sell things to the players that would enhance their gameplay. However,
they weren't being enforced.
Yeah.
But, I mean, recently they've been picking up on that, and so that's what these new rules are about.
Yeah, so they haven't been making people do it, but now they want to start, so they've added a couple exceptions to the rule, and we just want to talk about a few of them, and our personal thoughts. Don't think any of this is completely, like,
We're
right.
probably not qualified to talk about this.
Yeah, but we just want to voice our opinions to you guys, and hopefully you can take your own stance. A great video is actually by Beatbop Vox, who takes both stances, and he talks about both sides. But anyways, Ryan, where do you want to start on this?
Okay, so I want to start off saying just exactly what it is. So the main change to this is that they are making... So Mojang, they've decided that you can't make your server pay to win. So you can't make donations available for purchase that will give me an advantage over John, for example. So say I can't put a kit for sale on my server that will give me an enchanted diamond sword as if John doesn't have access to that. So it's trying to eliminate that sort of pay to win situation that is currently in a lot of the big Minecraft servers. So so we have a list of different sort of Q&A questions that Mojang put out there. So let's start off with, are any servers exempt to the EULA? No. So basically what they're saying is it affects all servers and players equally.
I just want to see who wrote this Q&A.
It's down at the bottom, actually.
Oh, is it?
So it says Owen.
It's Owen wrote it.
Boppo Gamel.
One of the Mojangstas. So, yeah, by the way, Ryan, don't hit this so much. It'll make... Yeah, it'll make the mic sound bumpy. That's why you get the crane. But anyways, yeah, so no servers are exempt. Let's go. Next, do server hosts have a grace period to implement changes? Yes, all these new rules will be applied on August 1st, 2014, is what Owen says.
That's good. It gives server owners a lot of time to sort of change the rules.
We got a month. So all those server owners, for those of you who don't know, I own a pretty large server, Omega Realm, and we have some of the now unallowed packages for sale. So this month is actually going to be really good for us. It'll give us time to break down, make new packages, find a way where we can still get money to run the server, and pretty much just make it fair for everyone. So what else do we have?
So next up, an interesting kind of thing to this is it says you're allowed to charge access or a subscription fee for your servers. So as long as all the players within your server have the same sort of access to all the same features, then you can charge either a monthly, weekly, or a one-time entry fee into your server. Okay, so yeah, how often am I allowed to charge players access to my server? So it says that you can charge them as often as you want, so or only once, doesn't matter.
Yeah, also, we don't have to go through every question. We just kind of want to hit the big ones.
So we're going to skip through.
Yeah, that's the top one right there. Can I charge access to a specific part of my server, such as a minigame or world? Owen and the Mojangstas say no, you cannot charge access to any part of a server. This is one of the main things we do in Omega Realm. We offer access to a donator world and a VIP shop, both which strive pretty well in donations. So this one will hurt Omega Realm as a server, but I don't I don't really think this is one of the things that they really need to fix. I mean, whether or not someone pays to access an area in a server doesn't really... I don't think it really affects gameplay, to be completely honest. Like, in my server, the VIP shop, it doesn't give you access to super enchanted diamond swords. It gives you access to, like, buy diamonds. And, like, you can get diamonds. Like, it's not like...
It's more, I feel like it's more like a time saver thing.
Yeah, like,
but,
like, you can pay to get access to a donator world in my server. Donator world doesn't have anything that, like, regular people wouldn't have. It's just they can chill with other donators, and they can meet up, and they can talk with staff. And I feel like that should still be allowed, but the Mojanksters made their decision, put it in this Q&A, so I guess we will have to abolish that in the server. But anyways, let's move on.
Okay, so can I give paying users priority access to my server? So here they're talking about whether or not, for example, if I donated to a server and John didn't, can I join those full servers? So yeah, they're saying yes, but you still can't restrict gameplay elements. So I think the big thing out of all of these questions, they're basically saying that everything has to be equal in terms of gameplay, but cosmetic things, and sort of things that deal with, like, whether or not you can actually access the server, those are kind of the things that are up to the server owners. So they also make a point about selling ranks. This is also where it comes into cosmetic features. Ranks are allowed to be sold, so prefixes and stuff. But as I was saying earlier, it has to be, like, purely cosmetic. So, for John's server for example, he sells, along with all those other kind of things he gives out, like kits and whatnot, and VIP areas, he also gives out, you know, colored names, colored chat. So I think that is a bonus, but I don't think it's as enticing and makes players want to buy those packages. So I think it's kind of a, it's kind of making those packages that the servers run off of just harder to get players to buy them.
Right. One thing here that directly impacts our creative server: if all players get access to a feature such as a plot of land, can I sell access to multiple plots for hard currency? This is another thing that I don't really agree with.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
They're saying, no, you can't sell multiple plots because it would be a gameplay affecting change. It's not allowed. All players who access your server must have the same gameplay features offered to them. The same rule applies to items. I mean, I don't think that this is a very good rule. I mean, if people want to get more plots and they want to donate for that, I mean, it's not like the donations are going straight to my pockets and my admin's pockets. The donations are actually going into the server, and we're making more, like, sub-servers within the server. So there are some things that I think you should still be able to donate for that they're taking away from server owners.
Yeah.
But I see their point overall. In the long run, I think this is a good decision by Mojang to kind of make the fine line. But I think they crossed it a little bit when they're taking away some things, because not everyone wants to donate for colored names and prefixes and little things like pets and hats. I mean, some people just want to be able to pay to, like, get an extra plot in creative, or get to use world editing creative.
Yeah, especially with the creative thing. I think that even in that scenario, it's not really a pay-to-win situation. Extra plot, you can just as easily join another server and get a free plot. But if you want all your stuff together, I don't really see why that's not allowed.
Yeah, I mean, servers have to make money somehow. I mean, it's like if a store could only sell you, like, one thing, and they couldn't sell to another person who had more money. Like, that's not fair. Like, I think if someone's willing to pay and donate to a server to keep it running, then they should be able to get an extra plot in creative, even if someone else only gets one plot. But that's my personal opinion. Don't take anything we say as, like, this is how it should be. This is just how we interpret it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, anyone can think whatever they think. Not everyone is right. Not everyone is wrong. But, yeah, I think that's all we really have to discuss. Any final points on the EULA changes?
Yeah, I would definitely say that it's good on a moral standpoint. Like, making things fair, that's a good thing. But I also have to say that for a business standpoint, I don't know if it's the most right thing to do. But then again, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, my server will definitely have to make some changes. We might have to cut some of the sub-servers out because we won't be able to pay for them anymore. But, yeah, I think it's a decision that they probably have to address. They can't just, like, throw it under the rug and leave it, because some servers are making people pay $500 to get access to, like, a super god OP kit, and they just destroy all the fun for everyone else on the server. So I understand why that is not allowed.
Yeah, like that makes sense, but
yeah, but some things I think they're going too far. Well, that's all we have to talk about for the Minecraft server EULA changes. If you have some thoughts, feel free to post them in the comments. Don't start a comment war, but if you have an opinion, we'd love to hear it. So, anyways, before we get on to the next segment, we just want to tell you guys about Patreon, which is basically a way where you guys can pledge money for every month that we keep uploading videos in return for some cool rewards, like you can get Skype calls with us. You can get
custom trophies. That's a good one.
Yeah, you get custom trophies. You get signed posters.
You get to actually have your character on a poster. That's one of the good ones. You get to have your character designed onto a poster with our characters.
Yeah,
so that's a pretty nice one.
Obviously, we're not just asking for your money to take so we can go buy like candy or something. We're actually using the money to get better equipment for Ryan, because most of you might not know, but he's just getting into the whole YouTube world. I've been doing it for like 2 years. He just started like 2 weeks ago, so he still needs to get equipment.
Yeah, we'll hit upon that in our next segment, actually. So.
Yeah, so the next segment we have is we're going to take your questions from Twitter. If you use hashtag TRP podcast and send us a question, your question might be featured in the podcast. So this was the first one I asked my fans on Twitter if they had any questions. So let's get right into the questions. Carter_Tanuki on Twitter asks, will you ever do other games on the Rat Pack? And I think you can answer this one, Ryan.
Okay, so I think that was what our original intention was, and so right now we're sticking with Minecraft. That's what we know. And later on, we have some good games planned, like for the subscriber specials, which we'll get into as we see how the channel progresses. But right now, I think our plan is to stick with Minecraft, and we'll see how it goes from there. But we definitely have the intention of doing some good games later on that are kind of different.
Yeah, so the next question is, the MC Crew 0310 asks, what other things will you do on the Rat Pack? And as Ryan said, we do plan on doing different games other than Minecraft. We'll branch out.
Podcasts.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Podcasts are another thing we like to do on this channel, so hopefully we can continue to do these if you guys enjoy them. And yeah, we'll do podcasts, different games, and just whatever we feel pops up. I mean, it doesn't have to be a strictly gaming channel. We can always branch out and do some fun things. But for now, we're just going to stick to the Minecraft videos we do, some podcasts, and some other games every now and then. So this one isn't YouTube-based, but it's still a question. We still want to talk about other things on this podcast, not just gaming and our channel. This one is, what is your most awkward moment at school? So Ryan and I actually share the most awkward moment at school.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
For those of you watching who actually go to our school, you might not know, we live in New Hampshire, and some people who watch these videos do go to our school.
Yeah.
We go to a pretty nice school, but there's some problems sometimes.
Yeah.
So last winter, I believe it was December 21st, 2012.
The day that the world was supposed to end.
Yeah, the day the world was supposed to end. There was actually a bomb threat at our school, and nobody knew that it was a bomb threat. Well, no one in Lurgio, which is our smaller like sub school.
This is a middle school of our current high school.
So our high school and our middle school are connected, and there was a bomb threat in the high school. So everyone in the middle school had to get into the gym, and they wouldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah, so that was a day we were all playing games. We all signed up for like different events. We would go around school, watch movies, that kind of stuff. It was like right before Christmas break.
Yeah.
So as everyone's doing everything, they round everyone up into the gym and say, you have to come into the gym, don't tell anyone what's going on. And mind you, that's the day that the world was supposed to end. So you inevitably have a couple tears in there.
Yeah,
people are like
crying.
Freaking out.
Yeah, so the people, like mainly girls, not calling girls out, but they were crying.
Yeah.
And we were all scared. We thought the world was gonna end. We were all into this really hot gym, even though it was in the middle of the winter solstice party. It was supposed to be a fun day for both schools.
Yeah.
It wasn't a fun day. We were in the gym for many hours, and they brought dogs in. They brought all that cop stuff in. And
it wasn't even it was in the school. So our high school and our middle school are actually connected in one giant building, and they're separated by like doors with alarms. And so it was actually in the high school next to us, but of course they still had to inspect the entire building.
So good news, there was no bomb.
Yeah.
It was an empty threat, which is good.
We had one prior to that too,
Yeah.
so that's why everyone was on edge.
Yeah, we don't have any information on who did it, which I guess is for the best. But there was a bomb threat, and we all had to go into a crowded gym on a day that was planned for fun events, which was also the day we all thought the world was going to end. And it wasn't that fun.
It was a mess, but the good news is that no one was hurt, and so, you know, it worked out for everyone.
And we all got to see some cool German Shepherds that were running through the halls. But yeah, let's get to the next question. Stalker Steve 21 asks, how will the videos be planned out if Ryan gets recording equipment? And then the next question after that by Oddball Gaming 19 says, can you start doing face cams on the Rat Pack channel? These questions kind of coincide
with the Patreon thing, too.
Yeah, so how will the videos be planned out? Basically what we want to do is we want to get Ryan a face cam and a recording program and an editing program.
Yep.
So that he can record his face and his screen while he's playing like Wild West Survival or like a mini game that we're doing. And he can record that, he can edit his face cam onto the thing, and then he can send me the file of him playing, and then I'll get it. And then I have my face cam and I have my screen, and we can like switch back and forth. So you can see, you'll know whose screen it is by whose face you see. And
be lit up or something.
Yeah, so that should be the plan. Hopefully that will go as well, but we do need your Patreon funds to get it.
That's the main reason why we started it.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit on Patreon a little bit more later and why we started it. But anyways, next question from MC Serverator on Twitter. He asks 2 questions. First, where did you get the name The Rat Pack? And second, why do you make videos and what inspired you to start? So I'll start with the first one because I actually made the name for The Rat Pack. The Rat Pack, I was actually listening to a song called Me and My Shadow because I was thinking we should name the channel Me and My Shadow. Me and My Shadow. I mean, it's not...
Actually, he's the shadow.
No, you'd be the shadow. And it was going to be fun, but basically... The song is, it's performed by Frank Sinatra, and Frank Sinatra is one of my favorite artists, and he was in a little group, not really a band, because they weren't a band, but they were like a group called The Rat Pack, and they were like the bee's knees back in like, I think it was 60s or 50s or some 70s maybe. It was a long time ago though, and yeah, so I was listening to the song My Shadow and Me, I was thinking about Ryan and myself, and how I was me, and you were the shadow, and the song sounded really cool, it was a duet. And I'm like, Frank Sinatra, part of that thing called The Rat Pack. We should call our channel The Rat Pack.
So yeah, that's kind of what it morphed into.
Yeah, so The Rat Pack. And then second, why do you make videos and what inspired you to start? So Ryan, why do you make videos and what inspired you to start, Ryan?
Okay, well, so
I mean, you started like 2 weeks ago.
I'll say I never actually envisioned myself doing YouTube, but you know, so far it's been a lot of fun. It's been a different experience for my daily routine. I think why I make videos is I really like putting out content. I really like making people laugh. I've always tried to make people laugh, and so I just kind of like get to vent all my normalness. Well, sorry, not vent my normalness, doesn't make sense. I always vent my like kind of weirdness concealed by my normalness, and I think that it's a good experience. It's a lot of fun, and so far it's been a blast.
Yeah, so I asked him to start this channel because he was featured in a couple of my Zexy Zeg videos, so we made this channel. Well, I was inspired to start YouTube by CNanners, who was a gaming YouTuber back in the day. He's pretty much what got the whole game of Minecraft started. He basically made the first Let's Play series that made everyone want to play Minecraft. So he was just great. His videos were awesome. I still watch his videos to this day, so many years later. It was probably 4 years ago I watched him. And he was the one who made me want to start making YouTube videos because he made Call of Duty commentaries back in the day as well. So I started my first channel, which was a Call of Duty channel, but I was like 12 and like a really high voice, so obviously no one was like watching. But then Captain Sparkles came along. I watched a few of his videos, and Kevin, or I think his channel is like ZZXX No Regrets or something. He came along, and SGC Barbarian. Those 3 all made Minecraft videos, and I wanted to be just like them. So I got a blue
Little Johnny.
Yeah, I got a blue snowball microphone, which is not this microphone. It's not as good, but it's still a good microphone. I used that, and I used this laptop with the trackpad and the clicking, and I started making organized Minecraft videos onto this channel, Zek, and it grew into something huge, which I never expected. And the main reason I continue to make these videos is mainly because all of you guys just give such great feedback, and I actually enjoy doing it still. So if I didn't enjoy doing it, I probably wouldn't do it. And it's just tons of fun, and every time I put out a video, I get tons of good feedback. Of course, all my videos get some bad feedback, but I can always look past them because of all the great comments. Most of the bad comments, well, some of the bad comments are constructive criticism. Others are just kind of there to hurt me, but I get past them. Don't keep me up at night. So, yeah.
I actually cry myself to sleep every
Yeah,
night.
he reads all the hate comments you guys leave.
I take them really personally.
Yeah, and the last question, which also isn't related to YouTube or anything, what are your favorite TV shows? So, Ryan, I'll let you answer this one first. What is your favorite television show?
I really like The Walking Dead. I think that's a great show. It's got a very good plot line. I don't actually have cable or Netflix. So most of the TV watching I do is with John.
Yep, that's true.
Another show I really enjoy recently is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Great show.
Great show.
Great
Fabulous
show.
Watch.
John's gotten me introduced me to Doctor Who, and so far I've been liking that. But yeah, what do you think?
My favorite TV show is actually on my shirt right now. It's Dexter. Not kid appropriate. Probably not even my age appropriate. Don't go off and watch it because I told you to. But if you're above, I don't know, a mature age, you can watch that show. It's really great. Dexter. It's my favorite show. My second favorite show would have to be Lost. Then probably Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, all those shows would kind of come after it. Doctor Who's definitely in there. Sherlock is in the mix. But yeah, Dexter's definitely my favorite show. Watched all of it in about 2 months. So yeah, it's pretty great. So yeah, let's get into the last segment we have, which is
comments.
We're gonna read some of the comments from the Rat Pack videos and kind of respond to them. So the first question was in our introduction video. The question is, how many Ryans are there? Like 3. So in my Zexy videos, a lot of the times I say, today I'm here with Ryan and Ryan and Ryan, and there's so many different Ryans. This is Ryan. Rybellion Ryan. He's not
IRL Ryan.
IRL Ryan. He's the guy I know in real life that I go to school with. The other Ryan is Swiggity Wiggity or RWigs24
or Illinois Ryan.
Illinois Ryan, the one who doesn't live near me that I met online about 3-ish years ago. And so we're all really good friends, all 3 of us. So it does get a little confusing at times that we're all 3 Ryans. We also know another Ryan named Anonymine. Ryan Anonymine. He's another Ryan. We made a couple videos back in the day. We don't really do it as much anymore. I don't really know how he's doing. We don't talk too much anymore, to be honest. We talk every now and then, but yeah, so he's the last Ryan. So it's like there's like 3 Ryans. Yeah, you're pretty much right.
Good job.
Next question. This one's more directed towards me, but I guess you can add upon it. From our Build It minigame video, Max Sketchalot says, I hate when people get in your face and crouch and punch you. It's annoying, and if you type Zek, OMFG, Zek is on, I love you, Zek. Jesus, people, get a life. So, I understand why it wouldn't be good when you're watching a video to see a whole bunch of people crowded and like jumping and like, spamming the chat. But really, if you think about it, they're just trying to get my attention, like say hello. I try to say hello back when I can when I'm not recording. But what do you think, Ryan? What do you think about people spamming the chat and always trying to jump like around me?
I think it really shows how much they like you. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
liked.
If you weren't liked, then they wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it can get annoying, but I mean, everyone has their fan moments. I mean, how exciting! If you saw a celebrity in real life,
yeah,
I mean, I'd be like freaking out. So
when I see a celebrity, I'm actually not like the most outgoing. I'm pretty shy most of the time off camera. So if I see a celebrity, usually I'll just look at them, take a picture, probably be pretty nervous. Yeah, I saw one of my favorite YouTubers, Optic Nate Shot, at PAX East, and I waved to him, I smiled, I was pretty open, I was getting a pretzel in a pretzel line, so I didn't want to run over to him, but I said hello, he waved back and smiled. It was great for me, I felt really good. If I wasn't getting a pretzel, I might have ran up and asked for a picture, but I really didn't want to bother him, so I didn't do that. But yeah, so I understand why people do it, and I don't really hate it. I don't hate it if you guys jump up and try to say hello to me in the chat.
Friendly.
Yeah, it's friendly. I try to say hi back most of the time, but we have 2 more questions. Griffin Brown on the Build It video also says, you guys should both record your screens and switch off your point of view. So that is where Patreon comes in if you guys would like to donate to the Patreon fund to get Ryan some recording equipment and software. Then we could actually
very helpful.
We could actually do that where we could switch off our point of views. The last question is something I want to talk about. You can probably talk about a little bit. It's PS3 Juggernaut. I think this was in our Patreon support video. He says, LOL John, you make like 800,000 per year and you still ask for our money XD. Well, I can assure you I do not make $800,000 a year. That would be absurd. That'd be completely crazy.
For life.
I would not go to school if I made $800,000 a year. I don't make that much money. Don't think that I do. I'm not going to exactly go into details on how much I do make, but it's not 800,000. And I mean, Ryan, you're my friend, but I'm not just going to give you everything for free.
Yeah, I have to work for them.
Yeah, I mean, if I
if you just gave everything, that I mean, there's really no point in me doing this if you just
if I started YouTube and everything was given to me, then I wouldn't have learned as much as I did learn. I learned like I would go hard on YouTube, do extra hard work just so that I could afford a new microphone, and I did it. I got the extra views, I got the subscribers, and I got the new microphone. Now. Yeah, and I did all the work. I put the work in, I put the hours of editing in, and I got to where I am. So if I just gave Ryan everything up front, I gave him the microphone, the computers, the software, he wouldn't learn. He wouldn't have the full YouTube experience. So I'm not. It's
a learning experience.
I mean, easily I could give you like some money to go and buy stuff and start, but it wouldn't be as genuine. I think you need to start YouTube as all people start, and that's really how people get to the top, not by it just being handed to them, you know?
Yeah.
So so guess I just kind of have to address that. I do make money off of YouTube. It's not a secret. Everyone pretty much knows. Anyone who is significantly up there on YouTube makes some sort of money, but I'm not just giving it out for free. I'm actually saving most of it because I still have to go to college, because I'm still going into my sophomore year of high school. I'm still a kid, whether or not you believe it. Most of the YouTubers
He's actually 23.
I'm actually 23 years old. Yeah,
he's found the fountain of youth, so.
Yeah.
And he's also gotten held back.
I've gotten held back a lot.
But,
yeah, so a lot of YouTubers out there are in college, or past college. Some dropped out of college to pursue YouTube. And I'm not one of those kids. I'm not even to college yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I get there. But for now, I'm saving my money so that I can go to a nice college and get a nice
videos.
Yeah, getting a nice future. And I'm not just going to give you everything just so that you can.
I didn't expect it anyways.
Yeah, you shouldn't expect it. I mean, you have to start from the bottom, and then you can get there, and it feels so much better that way. So yeah, that is actually all we have for our podcast today. A little over 27 minutes. Well, 26 minutes, I suppose.
Pretty long, but
it's long. We hope to make these all between 25 and 35 minutes, because that is pretty average podcast length. But
maybe you'll be listening to it, maybe you're watching it.
Yeah,
but
either you could always just tab out, go on Facebook or whatever you kids do nowadays, and you could just listen to our beautiful voices. But anyways, that is pretty much it. If you guys have well, as you probably know, this is our first podcast ever, so we just kind of talked. Yeah, if you guys want to see something else, or you want to see us talk about something specific, or you want to see us do something more exciting, or you want some better scenery, just please leave a comment. Tell us what you'd like to see different, and we'd love to make some changes. And yeah, anything you'd like to say, Ryan, before we sign off? Thank you for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the podcast. Leave your comments with some feedback, and we'll see you next time.